Oh, we're live.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. Oh,
hey.
hey.
It took us forever to go
I know.
live. We've been sitting here and sitting here.
It's Stasis. How you guys doing?
We missed you guys being here.
What's up, Manika?
Oh, Manika.
I know you
Hey.
Now, don't get mad. I ain't going to be doing this with you
We
today.
ain't got the pink beads on.
Oh, yeah. Well, today on the T, we're going to talk about, just about our experience with New Orleans family, hanging out with everyone. But before we get started, I'd like to say welcome to the T. I'm your man, Chauncey Anderson, and right here,
I'm your co-host, Mayaka Anderson.
yes.
She ain't mad, honey.
Okay.
She ain't mad.
And my sister-in-law is on the phone, so I guess this is going to be a lively one today. All right.
We had such a good time that we are both under the weather.
I know, truly recovering. I don't know what happened. It hit her
Yes.
first and just hit me.
It just hit him, and he's going down.
I'm
trying
hanging
to
on.
pray him up. Pray him up.
Yes,
on. Keep him in prayer.
Burn sage, everything.
Yes, we've done it all.
Yes.
It's. I don't know what we brought back.
No.
Yes,
we brought
had to
too
go.
much fun back.
Yes, we had to pray over, sage over. We
yes, indeed.
rebuke some things.
It was a wonderful time. I mean, New Orleans is a place that if you've never been, you have to experience, whether you experience it like we did during Mardi Gras 2019. Right. They have various festivals that go on throughout the year. I think the next one that's coming up is going to be the Jazz Festival that's in the month of May. And then after that, it's going to be the Essence Festival.
Essence Festival.
That's in July.
Yes. So and they have other festivals in between we had no idea went on. So, and I actually checked my parade zapper, and they're getting ready for their what is it, the Irish St. Patrick's Day. They have a huge St. Patrick's Day parade. So it popped up on my phone.
Yeah. So we even saw an Irish corner with an Irish bar. So they probably just gonna be flowing.
Oh, and Manika just said it's the 25th anniversary for the Essence this year. I didn't know that. Oh wow. So it's gonna be really big this year. Oh man, I can't even imagine. I hope it's not as wild as Mardi Gras was.
Oh no,
I wasn't ready for it.
No, I don't think too many. A lot of people say that they are ready for Mardi Gras, but then Mardi Gras comes at you like it's just like
full
a tidal
force.
wave.
Yes,
There's nothing that you can do to prepare for it.
And I think what slowed us down a little bit was the weather, because the weather was not good. But if it was good weather, boy, I can't imagine how much more fun we would have.
That's so true. They said that most people were. They say Mardi Gras is like 2 weeks. It leads up prior to the actual
so they
Mardi
have
Gras
like
Day parade.
2 weeks of parades, and they have like 4 to 5 parades a day. I don't know,
insane
how you could live in that area, and it's just continue because they block off roads and you get stuck. Even when we got to we took our Uber in, we had to like get out the Uber and then take our suitcases with us. We got blocked by a parade trying to get to our hotel.
To the other side of the street where our hotel was.
It was crazy. So, it was they were out there.
But they were real nice because my boy, it was an older gentleman. He was sitting on the bus stop, and he said, "Hey brother, come here." And I said, "You trying to get over there?" He said, "Go over here. The police will open up the gates and they'll let you through." And on top of it, he reached inside his bag and got a Heineken out and gave me a Heineken. So I don't know if you watch YouTube, but big ups to you, bro, for doing that. That was
they were really nice people there. A lot of love there. We really enjoyed ourselves.
And that was just day one. We got our bags put away first day.
Yeah, and then we headed out because the parades were going on still.
Well, the parades was like banging, and I wanted Maya to experience just like it. And I started remembering everything, like different spots. The funniest part I remember is that as we were catching bees, and we just ended up still taking off. We didn't know how long the parade was going to go for.
Right.
We started walking down Bourbon Street, and
and Bourbon Street was nice before Friday hit.
It didn't get crowded.
Friday it turned into a different animal.
As we were coming back, it was this, this huge wave of people because the parade was over. So everybody started rushing Bourbon Street, and it was enough to go ahead and just get off the street and get back to the hotel, rest up.
Yeah.
Before we even got checked into our hotel, checked out our hotel the next day. We got up and we
went down to
Cafe Du Monde.
And let me tell you, so all my life I've been hearing about these beignets. you know, and you go to different places and they have these beignet stands, and I've tasted beignets here and there. And I always heard, oh, you haven't had a beignet until you got to New Orleans.
Yes.
Let me tell you, that is true. The beignets I experienced at Cafe du Monde was fantastic.
They were top of the line.
They were top of the line.
It was so, we ate there, and, you know, I mean, just the overall ambience of sitting there outdoor early in the morning, having your coffee.
We had the gentleman playing was he playing the trumpet right next to us?
Yeah, he was
playing the trumpet like right next to us. Yeah, he was a lot of fun too.
Yes, he was pretty. The only way you had a conversation with him is if you had dollar bills.
That's literally he wanted his money. He needed his money.
But that's what everybody does.
Everybody down there is a hustler.
Has a hustle.
Yeah.
Whether it's the kids beating on the drums on the top of cans or you name it. I mean, but it was fun. We ate there, went back, got our bags. We shot over to our Airbnb.
Yeah.
And Sonia, our hostess, she was
wonderful.
Yeah, she
wonderful
was on
hostess.
point.
Yeah,
you know, she was there on time.
Palmyra Street, I think that's Palmyra Street. Yeah. That's how you say it. Yeah, so we waited for my sister and brother-in-law to come in.
Yeah,
and really got the party started then.
That was a lot. Yes,
of fun. a lot of fun.
Having Brian and Monica come down.
from
North Carolina.
It's nothing like having family.
Family.
Yes, enjoying the each other and out and about.
Oh yeah, I mean, because man, we stayed being out. I think we only came home to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. We were so tired, everybody was asleep. Monica said we had too much fun. We did. Yes, we had a blast. Oh my gosh, it was just
great.
Yes,
I mean, just the part that I really loved was like when they shut off our street. Our street was the walkway to. I mean, we did a lot of different things, but the one that was spectacular to me was that we lived. The Airbnb was 2 blocks down from Canal Street.
Right. Yes.
And that's where they,
and they had a huge parade there, which we had no idea was going to go on.
But they had cut off the street, and the guy around the corner is DJing the whole street.
Oh, the DJ. Oh, yes. People, he was bumping the whole, food everywhere. We were like, what's going? Because we had no clue we were in the prime site for another parade. Yeah. And it was just like right around the corner.
Yeah. That's why I think I got these.
I don't know if you got, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you get those then? Oh, no. We got so many beads. It is ridiculous.
I had donated her beads.
I donated half my beads, and I still came back with a big thing of beads. Yes, he did. Yes, there's some family rivalry. I
think we'll be 90 years old, and we'll still be telling the story.
Talking about how Chauncey done stole Monica's beads.
I think I got this kidney shot. I'm still feeling, back in the day, I was like, who hit me? Oh,
it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. And but it was so busy we weren't able to really see the historic parts of New Orleans. I think if you want to take like the
history of it,
you want to go and learn the history of it, I think it's good to go when they're not having a festival, or don't go during Mardi Gras, because it's just so much going on that unless you're there for like a month, you won't be able to get to it. Right. It's just a lot going on.
I think if that's what we would have also done, knowing that it was going to be like 3 to 4 parades.
I had no clue they did that every day.
I think that's what burnt us out.
Yeah,
instead
those
of
parades.
Us going this way and saying, okay, we might go to the cemetery.
Yeah, you definitely need a plan.
Yeah,
have a plan. Look over the websites and have a plan.
Because
we just was rolling.
Exactly.
We had no idea.
Insane.
It took a lot out of us to continue, to go like that. We went hard. Yeah. We definitely went hard, but we enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The people were really nice. I was not happy with the food, but I was told that you got to go there when they're not having a festival. So I'm not sure. I think my sister enjoyed the food during the Essence Festival, but this time we went for my first time and I was really disappointed. I think BB King had great food and great entertainment, and then Pier 24 had 424 Pier 424 had some wonderful food. We enjoyed their food. Everyone else I was not excited about the food we ate, so I don't know, maybe they'll I don't know. Maybe it was the time of year. Maybe they was tired. Maybe
some people say that it's more of a touristy thing. They just
I was trying to find grandmama out there and great grandmama out there.
Yeah. The woman that took us to the airport, she said, "Go to Harris."
Yeah, she said the best food that she's had, and she lives there, was at the casino to go to Harris. And she said the food there was better than what we would have gotten where we were, which is crazy. To say that a casino is better and he lives there. So next time we're out there, we're gonna have to check out Harris Buffet, which we were in Harris.
We had said that we would probably go to the buffet
and we didn't make it.
Over to
Drago's Seafood. So so get back to I'm like, oh man, well, who would have known?
But I think that night it was like the Arctic chill that kicked in.
The weather was so cold, and the little girls out there with no clothes on. I don't know how they did it. Yeah, I mean, when I say cold, it was cold, and that wind was cutting people. It was I don't know how they were loyal because those parade followers were out there. I was like, no, there ain't no way. My nose got cold, my ears, I was done. I was frozen.
The little kids that were in the parade, they did it. They did it big. I mean, they performed.
Yes, we saw it, and it was so good to see us out there performing.
Yes,
these bands. We are so talented in so many different areas. They had all the different crews that horse riding, making the horses dance and do all. That was beautiful too. And I mean
the cowboys.
And the majorettes out there. I mean, it was great. New Orleans would not be New Orleans without us. We make up New Orleans. Our ancestors that came from West Africa, they really did it big. And one of the reasons that I know the French owned New Orleans, and then it transformed hands into the Spanish, and they the slaves from West Africa who were there to be able to have a little bit of freedom. They were able to have Sundays off, and they were also able to come together and socialize together. They were able to sell their goods and trade and all of that. And because they were able to socialize together under that reign, they were able to come together for those who spoke the same dialect, and put together their own traditions. And with a little tweaking with being in the United States and them having different dialects, they were able to keep the African traditions alive. And then with the Haitians coming in also, where they kept their spiritual beliefs alive also too, with voodoo, which again, voodoo is just the
means really just the essence
of God. Yes. So here in America, they put because it was so foreign to those who were not from Africa, who were not from Hades, they put a negative connotation on it, as they do everything that includes us is always a negative connotation. So, once we learn about these things, you have to go back and really look up the definition of the words that they have made negative when it comes to what we've brought, because a lot of the times it's not a negative thing. It's just misunderstood. And they, like today, they don't care to understand us, but they do care to take and steal from our culture. And so as we were watching the cruise of the parade go by, the cruise of the parade go by, you see some of us in blackface. And I didn't understand that either. It's like, well, why are our people wearing blackface? But as I looked it up, it's kind of like a ridicule of the whites wearing blackface, and it's almost to undermine their power and what they're trying to put on us. It's kind of like a reverse mode. So it kind of explains a lot on there. So we learned a lot, and we were on Treme Street. I hope I said that right. Which is the oldest Black neighborhood in the United States, which I did not know that. I had no idea. So I thought that was great, but we didn't get to explore it. So I was like, oh man, we were on the street, but we didn't really it was so much going on.
So much.
It was
you could jump from, depending on how fast you wanted to go in New Orleans, you can jump from one street to the next from,
really quick.
You're on Decatur, you jump down to Burgundy, to Royale,
to
Bourbon Street. It was just the fullness of it. The whole ambience of that place was it was lit.
It was.
It was lit.
Man, they were dedicated.
If you were caught up in just the artwork that was going on over there. Was so much history with that.
Yeah,
I mean, they had walking tours. I can tell you that we could have gave a walking tour with so much walking that we did.
Oh my God!
Around that area, it was just amazing. Some of the shops that was there.
Yes,
Maya got her cafe beignet.
Yes,
beignet sign. You know, so that she.
Oh yeah, put it in the kitchen because I'm going to remember that. And then we want to definitely give love to One Africa, the shop there in the shop Motherland there, because they were two. I guess African stores that you could shop clothing and woodwork and stuff. Yes, I was excited to see that, so I had to support. And then on Wednesday and Saturday they have the French market, and there's a lot of Africans out there selling their items, and African Americans selling their items. So we went out there and we definitely support, and we shopped like crazy. It was a lot of fun. It was. We met some good people, took some pictures.
And if you like Fruit Loop scented oils.
Yeah,
you could buy some Fruit Loop scented oils. My house smells like Fruit Loop scented oils, y'all. I'm telling you right now.
I know it makes you hungry.
What is going on?
Like, it smells so good.
Girl, listen. That's probably why I'm sick. Damn.
That's not why. Don't be blaming the Fruit Loop.
But anyway, like I said again, it's a lot that's going on out there.
Yes, it's a lot. And when you're out there, make sure you see the St. Augustine Church. We might have signed and didn't even know it was the church.
All over that place.
But yeah, it's the one church that was founded, built, and raised money by blacks, free black slaves. They gathered all their money, raised money to build this church, and it's the St. Augustine's church. They also have an unknown slave buried there at the front of the church, and it has like a cross made out of chains and a little plaque there that sits right there. So that would be good to go and see. And like I said, we might have seen it and didn't even know. We passed so many churches out there.
The convent that we saw.
Yeah, the convent that we saw. And yeah, it was a lot going on.
So much stuff that was, I mean, you just as you're walking, you just stop and you take it in. There's a lot of stuff that is really breathtaking.
Yes.
How they get up and they start their day out. You see the men and women that they're coming out there, whether it's the one brother with the horse and buggy, he comes out.
Oh yeah, he had purple suit, and his carriage was purple.
And he had to get his donkey horse.
Yeah,
had to get her hooves purple.
Yeah, so he's down there painting the hooves purple. Wow, they looked good. He was sharp.
He is doing. I mean, they are serious about their
business. And we didn't know it was like a real holiday. Mardi Gras is like a real holiday down there. They shut everything down. That was new to us. We thought we were going to hit Ross on Mardi Gras on Fat Tuesday. Oh no, everything shuts down. It's like a holiday,
a national holiday.
Yes, for them. Yeah, they take it very seriously, and I didn't know that.
Everybody else might be working throughout the United States, but not New Orleans.
Not New Orleans. They are partying.
They
are partying up to midnight. It is serious.
And they say that festival, Mardi Gras starts everything else that goes on.
Yes.
That happens in New Orleans.
It's like life, like the springtime. When that comes out, that's when everything comes alive in New Orleans. It sets the tone for the rest of their festivals and parties that they do.
And literally, I must say, I mean, you're seeing all these cops and everything going. You're like, oh man, somebody get killed or shot or whatever. The cops are moving the bands. I'm like, I didn't see no major incidents going on down there.
None.
I didn't see no.
We didn't see not one fight, no commotions, no nothing.
Anything. I mean,
so that was because there was a lot of people, and there was a lot of us, and there was a lot of different kinds of us.
Yes, Lord.
So for us not to see or be involved in anything crazy, that was really good.
I mean. Oh
yes, the guy on the sidewalk. You know what Monika's talking about? The guy on the sidewalk. What do you mean by the guy on the sidewalk?
Monika, she always remember the guy that we did. That's right.
Yes,
but that
I forgot about
that.
We walked up on, there was a gentleman who was
very sad.
Monika, he was either cut or he was shot. We walked up on him. We didn't see anything. He was already laying there bleeding. You're right.
That was something that
was sad.
But it was sad. And that's when we went down to Frenchman's. We went all the way to the very end.
That was sad. That was the only thing we did see.
Not to the extent like you.
But it wasn't a commotion. It wasn't like you had to run.
True, and that wasn't even on. That wasn't near Bourbon Street.
That wasn't even on Bourbon Street. That was on the French Market almost. We're on Decatur almost. Yeah, the French Market.
Yeah,
that happened.
But
also.
that was the only incident. But that was like, you, as you're walking, you just see this puddle, and next thing you know, you see the guy.
You see the guy. Yeah, we didn't see any commotion or anyone running or anyone else injured. We don't know what happened on that. I hope he is okay.
But you did see that little mini ambulance come.
Oh my gosh, they have cute little ambulances that are really tiny. If you're 6'4" something, you ain't getting in there. So they had the tiny cop cars too.
Oh my
Look
God.
like 12 pounds would like pop out. The little tiny, little tiny. I was like, man, they would pull me over, but like, man, why didn't you stop? I'd be like, who are you with this little tiny car? So that was interesting. Yeah, they had, but the cops were out, and they really just let the people do. Basically, if you wasn't causing any problems, you were able to do whatever you wanted. Yeah, I mean,
they knew you were there. Spend money, have a good time.
Yeah,
they did keep order because you've seen it every night.
Yeah.
It started with just the street cops, that were on foot patrolmen. Then you had the ones in their cars. When you saw the cops come out with the horses,
then you knew they meant business.
They was gonna start moving along,
people, and shuffling you where you needed to be.
As soon as they start going down Bourbon Street, they basically like push you out. So
that was really nice to see the cops on the horses and how that works. And they got cleanup crews and teams out there. So that was it was pretty interesting. I mean, they were partying in the little $5 parking lots. Where you go to a city and it says $5 parking, you pull in the little parking. Well, they got their canopies up while people are parking, and they out there with the DJ. And I'm like, wow, any corner you could find, there was a party there, and they had DJs everywhere. I just thought, oh my goodness, this is really going down.
But that's what they do.
But they had a good time.
I wasn't even mad. Then we finally figured out how to use the damn trolley.
Yeah,
2 blocks down from
2 days. For 2 days, we were there the last 2 days. We took that trolley faithfully. I was like, we would have known with Nanika and Brian, we would have all been able to take that trolley and just go
up and down.
Had no clue. It would have took us right into town. We're sitting up here Ubering everything for no reason.
But and that's what it was. I mean, that was a good experience. Also, you got to know some folks, learn a few things.
Especially taking the trolley because we met a lot of people and had a lot of discussions. So it was. It was interesting. Great. I said, next time we'll know. We'll have to really do our research. I know. For $1.25, we could have been up and down the doggone Canal Street. And but oh well, we learned a lesson.
It was great. It was fantastic. I mean, I can, like I say again, my experience always grows. Every time I go to New Orleans, there's just something. There's something about it.
I have to say that too.
Essence about the spirit. You can almost feel the spirit. In that place.
I thought it was a beautiful city.
In that city, in New Orleans, from corner to corner, street to street. It just it grabs you. You sit there and you see historically, you see from past and present to the things that are going on.
Makes you think of what happened when you passed a brick or that street or this pole or who lived in that house. I mean, it is beautiful. I told Chauncey while we were having our breakfast, our beignets for breakfast. I was like, gosh, I never thought I'd, claim another state other than my Alaska, but New Orleans would be one I would claim. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind living down there if I could live downtown. Especially in the French Quarter. I know, but I think I would live on, Royal Street or any of those streets downtown. They were just absolutely beautiful.
So many pictures of all the different for sale signs and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said again, if you know,
you said, oh no. Manika said, oh no, that is not for her.
You can come visit, damn it.
I know you can come visit. I think it's a marvelous city. I could see myself living there and just, and that's the reason I like Philadelphia too, the old history with the new. But New Orleans is just like a smaller version of the old pairing with the new compared to Philadelphia, where the city is just much larger and much busier. She said she will visit.
Well, definitely it would be something to see and do. I mean, if you have never been there, like I say, not just from the Mardi Gras standpoint.
Yeah, but I think that's a place you just want to visit, period.
The South has a lot of rich history.
Yes.
And our people, like I say again, I think sometimes we have a fear of it, from the standpoint that, what has happened to our ancestors. So
but also what we see on TV. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, what we see on TV and how they portray us makes us scared of each other.
Right.
And so so going down there, it was really nice to see that it was nothing like I thought it was going to be in my mind.
No.
Definitely nothing even close. So I'm so glad I got to see it because I wouldn't want to stereotype a place without being there or being afraid of a place without experiencing it. It's definitely a place you definitely would want to go. And I think you would enjoy going and all of the friendly people and the things they have to, the things they have going on. I think is a wonderful place and definitely want to visit again.
Definitely.
Definitely want to visit again.
Like I said, always, Monique and Brian, you guys are always welcome wherever we head off.
Yeah.
Brian, wrap our hands up. So
I tell you what,
I love you guys. It was fantastic.
It just seemed like it ended so
truly
fast.
We're gonna flip the script over to Facebook Live.
Yes, we gotta go to Facebook Live.
We're gonna try to be on time, on target with this one. We love each and every one of you guys. Stay
love
tuned
you
next
too.
Week,
Tell Brian we love him and we miss you guys. We hope you're feeling better too.
Yes, indeed. Continue to take the cough syrup and everything until it's gone, because I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
Peace, family.
We rebuke it.
Always.
Bye.
Oh.